Hello, Norwood Sucks Spalding, Barebones Broadcasting. Hello, hello, hello. I live alone. So I live in custom that I live because I live alone. When others live with me, I wouldn't live this way. I have phlegm in my throat, I spit it on paper. Of course, if there's others living with me, I wouldn't do that. When I live alone, it's like I'm out in the middle of the forest by myself. And that's how I live, alone. And I don't bring any traditions of others' ways around me at all. Somewhat, because people come in and out of the house, I remind them it's not traditional. I keep it somewhat tidy. I like living tidy. At the same time, I found it to be not necessarily the time it takes, saves time, and it also consumes time through spontaneity. Maintaining tidiness does consume spontaneity. Yes, it does. And spontaneity, not getting lived in this life, you missed it. At one time, that's all this is, a state of spontaneity. And in fact, in reality, when you back up, that's all it is a state of spontaneity. And all this crap right now is nothing more than spontaneity. Yes, it is. And I don't care how pre-thought you think you're thinking, you're spontaneity. And I don't care how deviant this thing thinks it is, it's not evil. It's spontaneity. And wouldn't make a pimple on evil's rear end. Do you think evil is spontaneity? Is it? Not according to what you say. Do you think spontaneity can resist what built it? Oh, sure. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. That there's a war between spontaneity and what built it. No, there isn't. Nothing that builds spontaneity builds a war with itself. That is not what it builds. Nothing bright enough to build this builds wars with itself. Wow. And calls it evil. Nope. That's your word for your stupidity. It doesn't build a lie and fight with itself. What builds this fight with a lie? Oh, sure. No, it don't. None of that holds any water. None of that explanation holds any water, or the characters you put in the skit, or any of it. It's as dumb as Hindu. Is Hindu dumb? Is it? I mean, wherever Hindu goes, what a path, right? Heads of one creature and bodies of another, and shut up. Well, it's just, it doesn't match botany and physics and explanation. No, it doesn't. It doesn't match forest. No, it doesn't. That's all you got. Ooh. You got confusion. Well, you're not facing the obvious, you do. When you face the obvious, you got simplicity. Not much of a picture to remember, to live very contented and happy with. At all. What is going on? The Lord saith to everyone living here, right now. Wanna bet? Now you get to the obvious and remark about it. And tell me how tricky life is every day. Only when you go to the store and guarding your feelings to break down the store because you realize you're being robbed by what's there and the cost of it and all of it. Well, how many times you go, you got to take an alternative because what you went for is not there. Might have been there the last time. No, promotion said we weren't selling enough of it. We had to take it off shelf. What? I never could find enough of it in the hall. Now you got to take it off the shelf because promotion said it doesn't sell. Funny. Doesn't it sell because you had so much demand that it was never on the shelf? You kept selling out and your statistical analysis did not report that to you. Stupid. nor the laziness of the clerk kept wanting to, I'm tired of handling this. All we do is sell out of it all the time. You're an idiot. And Fred Meyer takes their best cola, the one that sells out, and puts it way in the back of the store. And someone tells me they can't make as much money on their own cola as they do a competitor's product. What? And buys that as an explanation and goes on through the day. Well, fills their head full of that crap. I never heard anything so stupid than what flows out of the mouth of some of these people. And they're successful. How in God's name they do it, I find it staggering. I do. Of course, they mark everything up a great deal themselves. That's for sure. It's staggering.